Back to the wrestling room. I am the EST of WrestleMania, missing her first WrestleMania.
Don't remind me. Damn shame. It's your boy. Your boy, your boy. You know what I'm saying? We here. Starcade. Starcade. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my screen.
First of all, sir, this is not WCW. We
I
are
know.
not. We
I'm
are we
looking
are
at my
not on
screen.
Twitch.
I'm
Okay?
doing like three different things right now in my head.
I understand.
WrestleMania. Fuck ass build, fuck ass show. But there are some good things, some bad things, but we're gonna talk about it all, give our predictions, uh recommendations, shit. What else we gonna give to have Asians at the end of it? Congratulations. You know.
I'm not congratulating anybody.
Oh, okay. All
That's
right.
not happening.
Well shit. We gonna predict how we think these matches should go or how we think they will go, both nights. And if they're gonna add any more. Because there are some people who need to be on this card.
And
And they are
WrestleMania
not.
Sunday is missing a match. They said it's supposed to be 14 matches in total, and WrestleMania Sunday only has 6 matches.
Hmm, interesting.
So we're gonna run down the card. We're gonna do it by day since they finally gave us a damn show order, and
Mm.
we're going to do the thing that we do here on this podcast. Um, I got today.
I'm excited. No, I'm not. But hey, some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too bad. I keep a smile on to keep from crying. Yeah.
Because at this point, so I don't know what Pat McAfee said on Friday. And I don't care to know what he said on Friday. All I know is I saw a clip. I saw a clip of him mimicking Randy's moves that he was doing on Cody, like verbatim, like behind him while they were happening
You ever seen Real Steel?
on my timeline today.
You ever saw the movie Real Steel?
No.
Oh, well, that's what he was doing. He was like, Real Steel, they're like fighting boxers, and the guys, the humans, they're like, they're doing the motion, and the robots are in the ring fighting. So that it looked like he was doing a Real Steel impression with Randy Orton, but just doing a terrible job of it because Pat McAfee is terrible at everything. But by far, in my opinion, top three worst promo I've ever seen in my life. So
I mean, it works, I guess. I don't know. I didn't watch it. I was at work, getting that
you
shmoney.
missed out.
So I have more belts to add behind me, so that's what I was out there making money for. Um, because I have a dream collection and I will achieve such. But we're gonna start with WrestleMania Saturday. And the reason why I brought up Pat McAfee is because for whatever ungodly reason he has been added into the corner of Randy Orton in the main event that is Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the undisputed WWE championship. Um,
I don't know, man.
we talked about this on Tuesday's episode. I believe I released the episode on Tuesday. Um, about how TKO did that. Apparently, that Eli person or whatever. What's that man's name? The one, the Ari. I'm sorry, not Eli.
Oh, who the fuck is Eli?
Ari Emanuel. That's where the E came from. Was the Emanuel. Um, he he manages Pat McAfee
Yes.
apparently. Um, and he was like, "Hey, my client, he used to commentate for you guys. Let's put him in the." We didn't have to do that. So this story had a story within itself that y'all could have just went with every week. showed us different clips of their history. From the time Cody debuted to the time he left to the time he came back to WrestleMania 40. Y'all had all this footage. Y'all had a whole bunch of footage. And y'all just... We did better on Twitter finding Randy's old tweets about a previous WrestleMania match. Well, not WrestleMania, but a previous match with Cody and building a story that way than y'all did on y'all's own program. I don't...
Yeah.
There's things that I don't understand. And I try not to harp on them, but what the fuck? But as far as who I believe is going to come out on top of this match, it is going to be Randy Orton. We've seen this story literally build itself up to the point where we've been waiting for them to pull the trigger since WrestleMania 40, where myself and Laf and Famous were in the building for said moment when, Cody was on Randy's shoulders and he was looking up at that belt kind of sideways. So y'all had from April of 2024 to get this together. It's 2026 and y'all fucked it up in literally a singular week. And then y'all tried to fix it same night. And then Monday night, Punk flew off the handle. And then apparently y'all fucked it up even more. On Friday, Jelly Roll got attacked. I saw that too. I don't like why is he still around? He beat Kit Wilson. Let's send him on his way. Do not put him in Cody's corner, please.
It's too late.
Okay.
I'm surprised they didn't redo the graphic. It's too late. It's over with. We're doing the tag match at Backlash. We just got to get there. We'll stumble there at this point because it's over. It's over. Randy made sure of that. It is over. That freaking go home show is gonna end with Cody and Jelly standing at the top of the ramp like these, and then it's gonna fade to black, and that's gonna be the last scene you see before WrestleMania Saturday. That's the route we're going. Yeah. It's just Travis Scott and John Cena all over again, but this time worse. I ain't think it get any worse, but damn, this is unbelievably worse, bro. I don't know what to say.
That's our main event, by the way. So, you mentioned on your stream earlier tonight, right? That when you won the Rumble, that means that you main event WrestleMania, right? And when I heard you say that, I screamed at my TV because I was upstairs at the time. I said, "That only goes for the men." Right? And here's why I brought that up. There's currently a hashtag saying Liv versus Stephanie main event. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see Cody versus Randy anymore because of what y'all have done.
Yeah.
Y'all ruined something that was so good so fast that they now want to see the women main event. And as they should. Their build has been steady. It's been pretty good. They've been slinging around some Spanish cuss words, but it's been fairly good. They found no way to ruin it. They've put their all into it. And I feel like the hashtag is kind of valid. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of valid. But that being said, the next match on the card is Stephanie Valkyrie versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship match. Now, had Big Jim not did his big thing, I think that this would be Naomi versus someone else. I don't think Liv would have won the Rumble. But I don't know who would have won the Rumble. Like, who they could have built this around had Naomi not gotten pregnant. Because I don't think Stephanie would have beat her in Paris. That's just me.
Uh,
I'm really, really like standing on that till the end of time.
Probably not. Probably. I do think Naomi would have ended up walking into WrestleMania with their world championship. Um, who she would have went against. Not 100% sure yet. I think her and if they still went with Liv winning the Rumble, I think her and Liv could have been even more entertaining than I could even imagine. 'Cause I think both of their personalities would mesh very well. I don't know who would be the good guy and the bad guy, but
Yeah, because she would still be heel at this point. Yeah.
yeah, you would have to probably turn Liv a certain direction, which they may not want to. But all things happen for a reason. But I would absolutely love if Liv and Stephanie got the main event. I think the last time we were on the podcast, I said that I didn't have much interest in the feud, and I misspoke on that statement. It's not a sense of me not, you know, me having a low interest in the feud because I love both of them. I over the moon that Liv finally won the damn Rumble. That was one of the best moments of last year, and Stephanie is a great wrestler, but her character, is just that's all she does. So that was me going into it. Over these past few weeks, they have been hitting harder than anybody in this company. Both of them have hit each other, slammed each other, get clunking heads with Roxy and throwing the TVs and smacking, throwing each other. When they had that brawl in Gorilla and she freaking double legged Liv, I think they were out. They're gonna have a really really sleeper like one of the best matches of the entire weekend. I
They
feel like
were wild.
they're gonna do something. I think physically their brawls, even though this entire WrestleMania build has just been let's just throw throw them out there and brawl. I can't even. I hate that word brawl now because I've heard it so much, and that's all. They don't know how to write stories, so everything else is just brawl. But Liv and Stephanie have been maximizing their minutes with their brawl. Everyone gets a specific brawl to them. Liv and Stephanie have been doing the best out of their brawls, and that has been pushing this feud farther than I really thought it was going to. And now it is one of the few matches that I do care about going into WrestleMania Saturday. If it does main event, that would be great because even though it does look like it's only for the men when it comes down to winning the Rumble and being the WrestleMania main event, um, fuck that. We just like why do Mercedes and Bianca have to be the one and only WrestleMania main event? Let's have more. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep doing this.
I think because they've already made the announcement, they're not gonna keep letting us like railing their fucking timelines. We took
Yeah.
over that one time, and then they tried to do something last year, and it just didn't work. But I don't think that they're gonna keep letting the fans hijack um how they do things. It's the
Oh,
WWE Championship, so it's you know it's gonna do that. But
interesting.
I hope and pray. I hope and I pray and I pray and I hope and I hope and I pray that 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 match doesn't open the show.
Oh no, I don't think it open. And
We
that
do
that
we
was the
do
second.
actually no, we do know what's gonna open the show. It is the six-man tag is what's gonna open the show on Saturday.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because okay, and when we get, I'm gonna say this now, but when we get to talking about that particular match, um, I'm gonna say it again. So I'm gonna say it now. I think they're going to have them open so that they can have their yeet moment like they did last year. Remember last year when Jay came out and like the
Yeah.
whole Allegiant Stadium, which is what they show at the end of the then now forever together, is what you see
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of every show is Jay Uso's entrance at WrestleMania last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've already shelved the Usos theme because of
Okay.
what the reaction that he got at Madison Square Garden, right? So they're going to be still coming out to Jay's theme moving forward, which makes no sense because again, their last theme song is the same theme song, and that's where the Yeet movement actually started. Um, so I think they want to get that moment, which is probably why they're not going to have the women um open. But I do feel like how I'm reading it on this card is how it's going to be. So the women may co-main event with the men that night.
Hey, that's cool. You know, if they ever were to main event, it would be the third, not the first. Um, Mercedes and Bianca were the first two black women to main event, but the first obviously was Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda, right? Yeah. Um, so this would, if they ever were to main event, this would be the third one, I believe. But yeah, it's not 10 they're not gonna change it. You know what I'm saying? But as long as they can make their match feel like a main event, that's the best we can get. And they have been outbuilding most of the men off of their promos and especially off of their fights that they've been having. So, um, you know what I'm saying? And I give Stephanie a lot of credit because she obviously has the language barrier and she's making the best out of her minutes. And Liv always makes the best out of her minutes, you know, just because she's just always been that superstar that some people were late to the party on. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people been on my side for this long. You know what I'm saying? We knew Liv could always be what she is right now, and it's so great to see her at this moment.
She had the pink hair and she was on Total Divas and she spilled the vase that had all the alcohol in it and splashed all over everyone. I loved her then. Those were
Yeah,
the times.
you know, then that was before anything. You know what I'm saying? That was before Vince wasn't giving her a damn minute of a world championship at all. You know what I'm saying? So to see her progression all the way to possibly winning another world championship is ridiculous. And I'm gonna say this now, um, and I get such joy in saying this. Like I said, I've been through the ringer with Liv Morgan and going against people who said that she can't do nothing, and she ain't gonna be shit, and all this shit. She can't wrestle, she can't do this, she can't do that. Liv Morgan has a Hall of Fame resume. Like literally, she's done almost everything, if not everything there is to do for a women's wrestler. Shit, for a wrestler, period, in the WWE. Some of them she's done them twice. So she's won that belt behind Lysha. She's won that belt. She's won a Rumble. She's won a Money in the Bank. She's won the World Championship. She might win it again. That she won the Tag Team Championship repeatedly. One thing she didn't do is win the well she I don't do they what is the SmackDown belt? Is the SmackDown belt considered the like
SmackDown
Jay's
belt,
belt?
no, the SmackDown belt is the women's world title. The Raw
Okay.
belt is the women's WWE title. Because remember, they were swapped.
Okay.
Rhea had the SmackDown championship when they were given the world title, and I believe Asuka had the Raw. Yep, she had got it from Bianca. She had the Raw championship when the women's WWE championship was introduced. So it was a swap with those.
Well, yeah. She hasn't won that belt. You know, she had a few chances to. I think it was like during that Becky feud, but she um, lost that feud. But she's done damn near everything there is to do. She has the Hall of Fame resume. Liv Morgan will be in the Hall of Fame one day, and that's just the way it is. You know, she's always been this. She didn't progress as quickly as some people may have wanted her to, but now, for multiple years, she's had probably the most interesting angles on the show. Continued to progress as a wrestler, and now she's technically the veteran going into this match with Stephanie. You know, Stephanie ain't no rookie in the slightest. You know what I'm saying? But WWE standards, you feel me? But either way, if Stephanie retains, great. If Liv wins it, cool as well. I'll be happy either way. I just hope that they have a great match. I do predict that Liv is going to win the world championship, and I don't know what they do with Stephanie after that. It kind of put Stephanie in a weird spot, but I do believe that Liv is going to win the world championship, and I very much hope that she does. Um, win the world championship come WrestleMania.
So next up, we have this throw together ass match that we didn't have to have because these two people were supposed to go against were medically cleared before they even announced this throw together ass match. And it's Gunther versus Seth Rollins.
Oh, uh,
I owe everybody something.
because that's the only thing they know how to do with Paul Heyman these days. He's just the ower. I don't like. He has the name.
Still
The
owes niggas from ECW money. How the fuck is he just giving up favors
That's
in
different.
in
That's,
in WWE? I will
they
call
don't
Tommy
want.
Dreamer right now.
No, don't do
Okay.
that. Tommy Dreamer almost. Do you know what Tommy Dreamer almost did all them years
Yes.
ago?
Yes.
Don't call Tommy for anything related to Paul Heyman.
Stiffy got the
Tommy,
blicky. Oh, yeah.
no. Keep him. Well, he in TNA. Keep his ass over there. Fuck that shit. uh, but no,
I'm
man.
just
Paul,
saying. If he owe
being a Paul Heyman
anybody,
guy,
it's
bro.
them niggas, you know?
Shit. This is the
Still.
second year in a row where Paul Heyman is like, I have a favor and I'm going to do the favor. It's very lazy writing. Um, in my eyes, Gunther can't lose this match because it kind of booked Gunther into a hole where he just retired three legends, and it's like, all right, I retired Goldberg, Cena, and AJ. Now I lose to Rollins at WrestleMania. Yeah,
So, he was originally supposed to face Rey Mysterio. But we
yeah.
all know that Uncle Ray is put together with baby ankles, chewing gum, paper clips, and goddamn construction paper, right?
My left knee.
Right. So we're at a stage, right, where um unprovoked, they just said, yeah, we know you cleared, but we're gonna make it seem like Gunther is tired of this shit and he's just gonna attack Seth. That don't make no fucking sense. Just how it didn't make any sense for them to make it look like Seth called Oba on Brock. We'll talk about that later. But this was just a thrown together ass match to get both of them on the Mania card. And
Mm-hmm.
while I understand your sentiment, he he was supposed to face another legend. He was supposed to face another Hall of Famer, but they panicked. And they should probably stop doing that. Um so we're there. And I think that if they weren't going to be able to actually clear their two opponents in time, they could have just left them off the card. However, I say that, and then I'm about to say this. Braun Breaker was literally at that Monday Night Raw last week. They snuck him into Madison Square Garden in all black with a mask on. And you sent Gunther out there instead. There's several videos of Braun Breaker being in black hoodie, black mask, black pants, black shoes with a suitcase, rolling it into Madison Square Garden. And y'all still sent Gunther out there.
Yeah, yeah,
To bend Seth over on the announcement table. Like a dirty
yeah.
little slut.
Real nasty. Like I was like, what we
And
doing
then
here?
made it the thumbnail of the clips. And it looked like he was, you know the rest.
Monday Night Raw.
Literally.
Yeah,
So yeah, I don't really have much to say about this match aside from they could have just left these two men off the card and then had the matches at Backlash because we were literally setting up in Tampa. We were literally setting up for Gunther versus Rey Mysterio with the whole Dragon Lee situation. And then like when the fuck did Rey get injured? Like that's where I be getting lost at. Where does this man have time to just be like popping his rubber bands? What is happening? Like that shit is so like beyond me. I don't understand it. And then all of the vision just fell apart. Like everything was just bad. Like nothing was good. Um so y'all can do whatever y'all want to do with this throwaway match. However, the women's intercontinental championship match is also here. If they put this belt back on Becky Lynch, I might have to sell mine. I promise you, I'm not playing around.
Well, you better get to selling because boy,
She doesn't need to be a 3-time. She didn't even need to be
you're
a
right.
1-time.
You're right.
Her feud with Lyra she didn't even have to turn on Lyra, to be honest with
Even
you.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
what they did at Mania last year was so stupid. They could have literally lost at Mania and then she could have turned on her then instead of turning on her the next day and the title's going back to Liv and Raquel. That never made sense. Never. I guess that was supposed to be her getting her one up on Liv, but they were still going to lose the titles. So what the fuck was the point of putting the titles on?
They panic like usual. They ain't think it through. They just panic. I have no reason to believe in any way, shape, or form that um that AJ is going to retain this championship here because they had Becky tap out for Becky. There's no reason why Becky even qualified for this match. She lost mad times. How does she still qualify for another rematch? She
She
tapped
attacked
out
her.
repeatedly.
That's it. All of us. She attacked her.
That don't even make any. That makes no sense. After you lose, you get the rematch. Maybe you lose the rematch, then you tap out again. AJ made her tap out multiple times. How she keep getting How she we keep doing this
Still not selling that move right. It pisses me off. She doesn't sell for anyone anyway. Um,
at all?
I don't know. I just need and hope that we don't get more diva style wrestling from AJ Lee. I'm tired. Um, this is why this is another reason why I didn't want her to come back. Outside of her mental health and things like that, I didn't think that she was going to adapt to this current style of wrestling. She's still wrestling like it's 2012. So we need to fix that issue, and then we have to fix Becky's existence. So
Hmm.
um, friend to the show, Mo from Rated M podcast, he stated that they just need to turn Becky back face. She's not a believable heel. It's not good. And he is someone who has her up there on like GOAT status. So if her like big fans are saying shit like that, y'all gotta fix it. Cause it's not giving what it's supposed to give. And that's a problem. So fix it. Now. Um eventually yesterday. Um and let AJ
She
Lee
need to
go back
go
to
to
making
AEW.
let AJ Lee go back to making comic books and minding her business. I would say tend to her dog, but Larry has passed on and he's no longer with us. So you know, being a great woman outside of the ring, we can do that.
I mean, I sincerely believe that we still have like a little bit of time of AJ being here. I think they're definitely going to do the whole unfortunate retirement tour thing with her, which I am terrified about. Because I don't think they've done a retirement tour the right way yet.
She can't
But
retire until Naomi comes back from maternity leave. That's her last match.
that's okay. I'm that's fine. I still need an AJ and Liv feud. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be great.
Should be in the ring going into WrestleMania.
Yeah, yeah. That's she has a lot of matches still left on her card before I think that she's gonna go. Um,
It's
they
literally
very
her
well could
daughter.
have. Yeah, look, they very well could have just had. They did the gauntlet match on Raw. Bailey won. Why didn't you just have Bailey versus AJ at WrestleMania? Then you could have spent those weeks building a fucking story, dickhead. Like, why would you even? That made no sense. They did the match on Raw Then Bailey just lost, and then we just continued on with life.
She lost, and then that's when Becky attacked her for us to get this match.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? Beck, you lost mad times. That's not even like logical. I know you can say she's a heel. You can say all kind of stupid WWE shit. You want to say it doesn't make logical sense. And I know this company hasn't made logical sense in years. So maybe that's my fault for thinking that Paul Levesque knew how to write a damn story. But it's literally just common sense. She's tapped out multiple times. She never qualified to get the match. She wasn't even in the fucking gauntlet. Why wouldn't you just have Bailey win and then have Bailey go to WrestleMania instead of having Bailey in this goofy ass tag team showcase thing with Lyra, who I realistically don't know who still gives a fuck about Lyra because you've buried her beyond belief. Not off of like, oh, she loses too much, just off of people not giving a damn about her because she just go out there and just do whatever. You know what I'm saying? But all you had to do was have Bailey win the gauntlet and then write a story for WrestleMania. That's it. Oh, we need Becky on the show. You could have plugged Becky in anywhere just to have a one-on-one match with anybody. But that's the thing. They found themselves, having to put Becky somewhere. And at this current moment of recording this video, Io and Asuka ain't doing shit. Now, could that change on Monday or Friday? Yeah. But at this current moment, they're not doing shit. And that's a problem because you already showed the Mania graphics. ESPN already said it's final, which I don't believe, but you've already went through all this mess. You know what I'm saying? They pick and choose all this shit. But regardless, um, I do believe they're gonna have Becky win. I really hope not, but I have a hard time believing that they're gonna have AJ get a decisive victory over over Becky once again. You know what I'm saying? Becky's lost too many times, and they're back there sweating and freaking out. Becky can't lose but too much before they start like smacking each other and shit. So, um, I do think she's going to win the belt back and be a 3-time Intercontinental Champion, and her brain dead fans are going to act like that's a stat. So,
Becky Lynch is not a mid card. She's not a mid carder. So I'm still not understanding why she was ever in the mid card division to fucking begin with. The mid card title is for mid card. Becky Lynch is a main eventer. So I'm not understanding why in the good nut fuck we keep you know going back here. Same thing with AJ Lee. AJ Lee is not a mid carder, so I'm not understanding. Again, once again,
Well, Lysha, it's because Becky Lynch
don't piss
elevates the
me the fuck
championship.
off.
It's because she elevates the championship and makes it feel more important.
that's that bullshit that I hear people tell me all day. Wrestling fans learned the word elevate and just started saying it and didn't look at the definition
Women
on
they could
Webster
have.
or
Do you
none.
know how many women they could have called up from NXT to have a mid card division on Raw and SmackDown? Because we've literally been cycling this title between these two titles between the same 6 women since it's been introduced.
6. That was
Amongst
like 3.
three for each title, 6 women. Yes,
Oh, okay. Okay.
yes. So you have Julia and Chelsea Green was playing hot potato with it. They threw Zelina in the middle. Michin was in that vortex for a little bit, but never won it because that makes sense. They've now thrown Tiffany Stratton into that, but they also wanted to put Jordan Grace in there, but she's out. So, uh, you can't do that match at WrestleMania either. So Julia's off the card. Then you have the Intercontinental title. That freaking what did we have? We had Lyra was the inaugural. She lost it to Becky. Then from Becky it was Maxine. Then it was back to Becky. Then it's now AJ and possibly going back to Becky. Like there's so much talent that y'all could have. Just Kyrie Sane is right there. She's not really doing anything if she doesn't have a tag title on her. Who else? Freaking
Ivy
goddamn.
Nile.
And it's the Intercontinental Champion, not even the United States Champion, is perfect for Ivy now since she's in American Made. Why are they still on Raw?
You still think? Damn, that's crazy. I thought they were like done.
Even though Gable is, I don't know, stuck being Grande. You know what? I'm gonna shut up.
See how I'm saying? I don't even know what they're doing.
So then we have the Women's Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way match, which should have been a ladder match. Because why is the Intercontinental Championship getting a ladder match 2 years in a fucking row? Did y'all not erase the board from last year? Y'all just said insert names here. Like, don't piss me off. They shouldn't have gotten a ladder match. It should have went to the women. Y'all scared of women in ladders? So y'all only do that at Money in the Bank.
They only do that when they absolutely have to.
This was perfect, actually.
It could have been. Very well could have been.
And I think with the chamber too plans changed. I personally don't think that Kiana was supposed to be in there. It was actually supposed to be Charlotte. But they called it audible because Jade went out there too confident that she was going to be facing Charlotte at WrestleMania. And it was just like, we're gonna throw a monkey wrench in that, and then we're gonna have Rhea win. So that's how I feel it went. We'll see on what you call the show on Netflix?
Nigga, this shit fixed.
Yeah, we'll see that on season 4 because we ain't gonna get it no time soon. They said season 3 is going to be John's entire retirement tour.
Oh
So,
no.
Y'all have fun with that. I still haven't seen a single episode. Y'all have that.
You ain't missing none.
So the women's tag team match is Nia Jax and Lash Legend. They are our champions, and they are going to be facing Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, Bailey and Lyra, and the Bella Twins. Now, we do not have like an official update on Nikki's foot. They're still panicking. So, and it should just be like a bruise, mind you. The brawl happened on a commercial, so it never aired what the fuck happened to her, unless you have international Netflix or you use the VPN to watch the show. I saw the brawl, but niggas didn't see the brawl, so this is Lash Legend's first WrestleMania. I'm very happy for her, coming from like, you know, being on Stand and Delivered and things like that. I will say this should be her and this lady right here, Miss Mara Sade, formerly known as Jakara Jackson and not Nia Jax. This should be their moment. They showcased them so much last year on the main roster as an NXT tag team that this should have been their moment. They should be standing there together. I still don't understand what the fuck the release was about, but you know, here we are. I do think they should retain. However, I also believe that the Bellas will win.
Yeah.
Unprovoked, by the way. Just unprovoked. Nobody asked for that.
Yeah.
But Diva stands.
Their brawls over these past few weeks have been clunky to say the least.
Clumsy too.
Yeah. Clunky, clumsy, every kind of way you could, you know, describe a really bad brawl. That's what they've been doing. Not very good. I really don't have much to say about this because the women's tag team division is just consisting of what women they want to put together. Not building them as a tag team, just saying here, tag team now. You know what I'm saying? But Bella Twins are the OG women's tag team. If you like them, you dislike them, doesn't really matter. They are the OG women's tag team. I think they may have been one of the first, if not the first, women's tag team. You know, that's like solidified. So Bella Twins are gonna win, and then we go from there. What happens after that? Don't know. But I assume, you know, everyone will be healthy by the time WrestleMania comes around. And if they don't have Lash and Nia retain, because that's also an option. That's very much an option because they haven't been the worst thing on the show. They've been clumsy, but they're not the worst thing in the world. Plus, they're the only team they're damn near the only team that has a fucking name besides Bella's obviously. But I if Nikki and Brie are healthy, then they're gonna just put the belts on the Bella Twins and then go from there.
Ask Google questions and then it tells me something else. I said, who's the first ever tag team? Now, who was the first ever tag team champions? I know it was fucking Sasha and Bailey. Please suck my dick.
Okay.
What the fuck? I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you none of that actually. So on this card, all right, they are giving you guys the first hour on ESPN2. And those two matches are the matches we're about to discuss. All right.
Uh-oh.
So maybe this card is actually in order and it's just backwards because it has been confirmed that one of these matches is the opening match, which is what I spoke about earlier. So on the first hour, one of your two matches that you can get for free. This is not an ad. I'm just letting y'all know. Okay.
Sponsored by ESPN.
Nigga, I wish, okay? We have an unsanctioned match. Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre. Now, I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to mean, because I know what this means in AEW, and it gets real nasty, gritty, and bloody, right? WWE, they're gonna be in the ring playing with Play-Doh. So, it's not the same. I'm not excited because I'm not gonna get any blood. So like, y'all can keep this. I'm not gonna lie.
They didn't get some kendo sticks, The same thing when they say, "Oh, it's a street fight," and they never go outside to the street.
It's never. There's never any street in the fight.
There's no streets.
Cody versus Cena at SummerSlam still pisses me off because there wasn't enough street in my fight. They spent most of that fucking match in the ring, and I looked at you and I said, "There's no street in my fight," and then they left the ring, and I was just like, "Oh, somebody heard me talking shit."
There hasn't been street since like Kane and Rey Mysterio's feud, or like when they were like fighting in the ocean. Cena and the Edge, they fought in I forget what that shit's called, the New York Sound or some shit. I don't know. They used to go outside. They don't even go outside no more. They'll go in the little like that area where you like where the people out there like the concessions and shit like that. That's as far as they'll go. They'll never go outside those doors. Outside
Explain that to the
anymore.
police, and I don't think that
maybe they're scared.
Wants to have those conversations.
Vince didn't give a fuck. He was just like, throw him out there. Triple H, he whatever. But it's like, bro, this can be an unsanctioned match all it wants to be. I don't care. As long as Jacob wins, I'm cool. Because apparently Drew's gonna go film a movie. So yeah, and Jacob has been on every podcast basically trying to bitch Triple H, like, I'm not losing, nigga. Like, Jacob has pretty much been saying that on every fucking form of media that I've seen him yelling on. Yeah. He's been on like 10 podcasts. All of them, he's like, I'm not losing the match. I'm like, all right, bro, you kind of too hype for this one. But I'm willing to bet that Jacob will win. Drew got a little crazy on SmackDown. He was like, oh, I understand what he meant, but it was just funny when he said it.
Can we talk about this? Jacob. I want come here. You didn't spend 12 years on the indies for you to finally get to WWE, and these people use your jail pass as a fucking storyline. You approve that? I would have told y'all, fuck you, fuck no, don't bring it up. All right? If they don't know my lore, they don't know my lore, but we're not using that shit as no storyline, especially not to get me to no motherfucking WrestleMania. Okay. That nigga was behind bars talking to us, yo, I'm about to put you back here.
Then he handcuffed him to the pole. He was like, you belong in chains. I was like, damn. Like, we're getting graphic there,
that sound a little...
It was crazy. I was like, whoa. Drew getting a little hyped up. I was like, damn, all right.
That sound a little 1954-ish,
That was crazy. That was a little Uncle Ruckus for me. I don't know. But I
Good.
mean, hey, that's the way they're building things these
I,
days.
but y'all have to stop bringing the personal shit in. Like, y'all
That's all they got.
that it's mm, you feel
They
me?
can't do anything else.
Like, they've been building this particular story since I think November. Okay, like it's not that hard, you know. I think this is the only storyline that they have not fucked up. Like, I
Really?
feel like this is the only one that they have not fucked up, like with some bullshit.
Shit.
It's been smooth sailing. That brawl that they had, where they brawled from the time SmackDown started to that was the last thing we saw, was them falling off of a scaffold. That was great. You feel me? They have not found a way to fuck this up at all. However, making it an unsanctioned match and y'all know y'all not gonna let them draw blood is ridiculous. When I say I want to see blood, I want to see CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, bad blood. All right, somebody here got to get split open in this match, and if y'all gonna do it, do it. And if y'all
That would
gonna
be
do it,
nice.
do it. And then later, when y'all upload it to YouTube, because apparently that's where y'all whole fucking catalog is finna be at. Don't blur out shit. Let
Oh,
us
that ain't
see
gonna happen.
everything. Oh.
You getting
Age
that blood?
restrict, age restrict that motherfucker. Put all of it up there. I need to see some
No,
blood. I
age
need some.
restricting. They're missing out on money.
I
They can't do that.
mean, and Jacob does have to win this. Uh, However, part of me wants Drew to stop bitching about this family. And I thought we were in clear waters until they decided that Cody was going that belt back. And then the way that they did it pisses me off, because he's been in this NOI Fatu vortex for what? Almost what, 5-6 years at this point? Leave him alone. Raw. Get him the fuck away from me. I
Who's
mean,
else over there?
I was about to say there's two more over there. God
They're
damn it.
everywhere.
Fuck.
They're everywhere. He hates that.
Shit. Real bad. Badly. Real bad.
It's over with. You know,
And then
they're everywhere.
that one time Jimmy was like, you lost. That's probably one of my favorite memes. No, that's a good guy right there, Jimmy Uso. He's in the next match that we're gonna talk about. Um, an unnecessary 6-man tag, with an unnecessary title change, because for whatever ungodly reason, the Usos do not have the tag titles anymore. What's left of the Vision has them, and Speed.
That's part of the WWE, build. Pointless title changes. We've seen too many of them.
Danhausen cursed Speed, and somehow he ended up in a 6-man tag match at WrestleMania. That don't seem like a curse.
Speed doesn't want to be in the match. That's been his story. He doesn't want to be in
I
there.
understand that. However, every time Speed comes around Logan Paul, he gets his ass beat. So, I mean, let's keep it going. You know, his first WrestleMania ever, again, one that we were at. He was in that Prime bottle. He got RKO'd through the announcement table. Then last year at the Rumble, you know, Mello took his anger out on Tozawa, and he happened to be standing in Gorilla, and then he got speared by Braun Breaker, and then thrown across the announcement table by Otis. Um, so now here's what I think they should have done with this. They should have put the tag titles on the line for this. Now, while LA Knight wouldn't have been able to touch it, I still think that the title should have been on the line here, because now we're going deeper into them having an unnecessary title reign. Y'all are messing up Austin Theory's stats for no fucking reason. Let's like looking at his stats. Now he has that he tag teamed with Logan Paul on his jacket. I hate that for him. Y'all. Unveiled that he's been like Steph's spy this entire time.
Oh
Do that.
God.
Well, can we get to that portion of the story?
Keep the veil on that one. Don't unveil that one. Keep that in the kitchen. Don't take the top off that. Don't do that. John Cena told the GOAT already told y'all that Austin Theory was not that guy, and they keep trying to make him that guy. He ain't like that. It's okay. He just not. He ain't that. He ain't that. They keep trying.
John Cena, where's your shirt go?
Hmm?
John Cena, where's your shirt?
I took it down. I gotta wait till I get the thumbtacks to put it back up. But yeah, man. I think Speed is gonna pin on LA Knight. I really believe that. Yep. Yep. I think Speed gonna do. Cause Triple H hates him. I don't know.
So I mentioned that the Usos debuted a theme song. It has now been put on ice. They have been popping back up to Jay's theme song. They're telling me that they can't use the CFO one anymore. I don't know what the fuck that means. That's $1 billion company. Y'all can buy the entire freaking Jim Johnston fucking
Bye.
CFO catalog and use all of those theme songs if anyone ever so wants to have their old theme back.
Bye.
So I just don't understand. So they're literally doing this for the big yeet moment on ESPN. That's what they're doing this for. So the first hour is free. So with that being said, you're gonna get the big yeet moment. I really just hope that Speed does not do that. Because if I was LA Knight, fuck the end of my contract, I'm leaving now. See you
He's
never.
gonna do some crazy 720 flipping off the rope splash. He's gonna do some nut shit, and he's gonna pin Knight. And yeah,
Okay. That just stressed me out really, really badly. I don't need that bad energy. So you can take that back. You can shove it up your ass too. So
I'm not shoving anything. I'm
Okay.
just trying to let y'all know what's about to happen, so y'all ain't surprised when y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I can do.
that. WrestleMania Sunday.
Well, here we go.
Let's start with the main event because WWE.com did.
Obafemi versus Brock.
That's not what I said. That's not the main event at all, and you know that.
It should be.
It's not. It's the opening match, but we're not gonna talk about that. So World Heavyweight Championship match: CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Great build that ain't have no corny shit in it. Aside from Punk not understanding that the Usos wasn't out there for Roman, they was out there for the respect of their family. That's the only thing in there that I was just like nigga, listen. But I mean, it's Phil, so I'm to this actually. I don't see why this match would be bad. But I do see where both of these niggas would get tired. I do see that.
Punk gonna be gasping for air halfway through. The past few matches, he get halfway through. He in that bitch. He.
And then those bags that he got,
with.
like they get super puffy and like somebody just blacked his shit immediately.
Yeah, he gonna be on 1 HP very early. But
Those guys who like sweat in their hair too. Logan Paul too. So like they'll go out there and their hair will be dry, and then like by the end of the match, it's just like plastered all over their fucking face. Y'all look funky, like not in a good way. By the end of y'all matches, y'all just look like y'all stink. So he's gonna look like that maybe like 10 minutes in, and then by the time we get to the 45-minute, probably hour mark, Roman's still gonna be breathing pretty normally, but his hair will be dry. They're gonna pull their finishers out on each other at least 15 times.
Yeah, probably.
And I feel like there's gonna be like some weird surprise that happens in this match for no fucking reason, and I hope it's not Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Why wouldn't it be at this point?
Okay.
No, I'm serious. At this point right now,
It's
why wouldn't
joking.
it be? I'm not.
Okay.
I'm serious.
All right.
At this point right now,
I'm
what
sure.
else do they have? Whatever card do they have?
Kiki and Ha, and that's what I was.
They don't have any other card to pull. They're not smart enough to just have Punk go over or just have Roman go over. There's gonna be a ref bump. There's gonna be some foolishness. The Usos gonna come out. If it was me, I'm having the Usos turn on Roman right there by accident. I at some way, shape, or form, they mean to kick Punk, but they kick Roman. If we have to go this route of the whole interference, because I have no reason to believe that they're going to stay backstage. And that's just the way. That's just going off the way they've been building it. If I've been given this like day of and saying with everything that we've shown, build off that. If it was me when we started this, I still don't know what you could have Roman win clean. If you want to have him win, I don't see a reason for him to win the world championship after he went so long saying this belt meant nothing to him. And he hasn't really done anything in these feuds for me to believe that he cares about the world championship more than he cares about just punching Punk in the face, which he's done already. I don't know why he would care about this belt, to be honest with you. The only reason why
he's already been like a WWE like world heavyweight champion. Even like
of course he has.
Even in his like last reign, he was like when they merged the belts together, it was the undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Championship. They took the world heavyweight part out like recently.
Yeah, at this rate, it's like the only way I have Roman win is if he beats Punk clean and comes out there on Monday Night Raw and says, acknowledge me, and then Obafemi comes out there and whoops his ass and becomes world champion on the Raw after Mania. That's it. If we're not doing that, then Punk should retain.
I think Roman needs to be humbled at WrestleMania. I think he needs to be humbled again. Because this time he's not the champion that would be losing. He is the challenger that would be losing. And I think that within itself is amazeballs, Let's get some humbling, run that back. Run that humbling back,
His fans are gonna absolutely.
But we definitely need a three-peat of him losing.
I have no problem with that at all. I would love a Punk retain, but taking into account how this company, books Roman Reigns half the time, I have a hard time believing that they're willing to go 3 WrestleManias with him losing. They've gone too long without having the WrestleMania end with him posing with Pyro.
I think that'll work. At least for me, it'll work.
Well, that's the thing. It'll work for you, but it will not work for them. It worked for me and you both, but I have a very hard time believing that it's going to work for them. And while I would love if Roman lost, I have a very hard time believing that he's going to. So I mean, my right mind is telling me to pick Roman Reigns to win, even though I really hope that he does not. So all the foolishness and stuff like that, Usos and The Rock and whoever, that may or may not happen. I don't know, but as far as who's up, when the match is over holding that belt, I have no doubt in my mind that unfortunately it's going to be Roman. I hope I'm wrong though. Honestly,
talk about this next match. I want to see when's the last time Bianca Belair has posted on her Instagram. 'Cause if y'all think for 1 second, I'm gonna let y'all.
What you talking about?
The WWE Women's Championship match. I'm not gonna let y'all include her in that. I promise you, I'm just not doing it. So I believe the last time she posted was on her birthday, which was like a couple days ago. But there's speculation that she's supposed to help Rhea win. No, we're not doing that. And here's why. I'm not going to help the person that technically put me on the show for a year, even though it was an accident. I'm sorry, it's just not doing that. As far as this match goes between Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley, I feel like it took some time to build up, and adding Michin and B-Fab to it has actually helped it turn itself around, because they were just going out there, I'm that bitch, no, I'm that bitch, no, I'm stronger, no, I'm stronger, no, I'm fine shit, no, you fine shit, no, I'm fine shit, you gonna be my bitch type shit. Like, it was just too much.
Look at my body. I'm buddy. Look at my body. Look at my muscles. Body, bustle. Like that. The whole time.
And then y'all gave Jade her baddie faction, which she should have been had long time, because y'all had been putting those four in our faces for a while, but it took y'all entirely too fucking long to actually do it. But it's been working, and then y'all tried to squeeze Io in there instead of giving Io a fucking match. Don't piss me off. They did the whole thing that they did with Jey Uso last year. They had to sacrifice Io to get Rhea to a certain place, which doesn't make any sense. She was already there. She came in, she was making posts saying she's not having fun, they're not friends, she's just doing her job. And it's essentially been sandbagging the whole feud, but it is what it is. Jade has absolutely shown Rhea nothing but positivity on press runs and stuff like that outside of work. When she gets sent out, she says a lot of positive things about her, where people are showing what tweets that are negative about Jade that Rhea's liking. I can't wait for this to be over with. I do feel like Jade should retain. Love Rhea to death, but like this side of you is like not something that I've been enjoying. I've wanted her on SmackDown for a really long time because I don't think that there's anything left for her on Raw, but this wasn't the way to do it. This is bad. Like, this is kind of like a stain on like her, honestly, truthfully. But it has built up Jade as like a dominant figure, I guess. Maybe because I'm used to her being like a heel, like her as a face, and being in this type of feud. I don't know. It's just something that I'm not liking here. I don't know. But she truly is like sandbagging this fucking feud because she does not like this woman. But you know, you get what you get.
I think
Oh,
Rhea has been jealous of Jade this entire time. I think Rhea knows that she wrestles better than Jade. I think me and you and everyone listening to this knows this. I think Rhea, for a long time, she is very much, to her credit, one of the most popular superstars, if not the most popular superstar in the company right now. She gets amazing reaction, merch out, crazy style. She's excellent at what she does. This is not a diss towards her necessarily. But I think when she saw Jade walk in there and looking the way that Jade looks, I think Rhea was like, uh-oh, I'm not the baddest bitch in the room no more. It's all for the eye test. Because she knows that the company will do a lot for people that pass that eye test. And Jade passes that eye test more than any human in that damn company. When Jade Cargill walks in the room, all eyes go to that woman because she's physically imposing. She's beautiful. She's tall. She's everything. You know what I'm saying? Now the wrestling aspect, that's something different. But being in the WWE, they ain't really worried about that. As long as you have a catchphrase or a theme song or a look, you're going far. And I think Rhea realized that, and she's like, "Damn!" As Rhea already knows how good she is, she's like, "That's not gonna matter, and that's not mattering right now." Seeing that she, is on the kind of on the defense in this feud, and I think that's what really started the animosity between the two before the whole Twitter shit. Because the Twitter shit is trivial. That shit realistically doesn't mean anything. I think Rhea was just intimidated by the fact that Jade, is now the most physically imposing superstar. Because before, that was Rhea. Rhea was the one when you walk in the room and you can just tell, yeah, she might beat me up. That's what most wrestlers should be. You know what I'm saying? You should make that impression when you walk in the door. Jade was the most popular girl in school until the new girl who was more popular walked in there. And that is Jade. They got Jade doing all the media. They got Jade doing all this because she checks off every box. And arguably, I do think that she is a little more acceptable to the public because I think that she articulates herself better when she's speaking about the company. They love that. They love when you speak about the company very well. It's a great time here. Everything is fine. Everything is great. Big money, big things, what we do. Rhea's been here for a long time. You know what I'm saying? She's been up, she's been down, she's had her big moments. She may feel like her time is on the way out, and Jade is on the way in. So I think that's what's really been fueling all of this, like, oh, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because you saw it. I saw bits and pieces of it when she was going back and forth with Bianca. But Bianca has been going for so long. Rhea's like, all right, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Bianca's on the shelf. I'm back. And Jade walks in the room. She's like, who the hell is this? Who the fuck? And Jade, she got a chip on her shoulder because she knows how she looks. She knows, what she can do. And she knows that realistically, she doesn't really have to wrestle better than Rhea to get fired. She don't. Everyone knows this already. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's where I think all the animosity came from as far as this feud went. And it's bled over to the feud, not in the way that it should, because they're going out there and they're not doing much of anything. They're not telling it like you already said. They're just going out there, you're strong, I'm strong, you're pretty, I'm pretty strong, but buddy. They're not doing nothing. I haven't learned shit about this feud more than I've learned that they don't like each other. Okay, who cares? I don't care if y'all don't like each other or not. This ain't fucking preschool, nigga. Like, tell me a story. Why should I care about who wins this match? There's no reason for me to care. It's all about personal preference. If you're a Rhea fan, you want Rhea to win. If you're a Jay fan, you want Jay to win. If you're in the middle, you just want them to have a good time. But they're not gonna have a good time. I think it's gonna be a bad match just because they're not gonna mesh very well at all. So I mean, as far as who's gonna win, I do think Jay's gonna retain. Um, because I think also Rhea knows Rhea and Bianca was their big move for SummerSlam, and Jade has thrown a wrench in that because I think now they're like Jade and Bianca is what they want, not
That's what
Bianca
they
and Rhea.
wanted. That's what they wanted right now. Actually, it was supposed to
Yeah,
be Bianca versus Jade, but her finger just wasn't ready. Like that's really really unfortunate because she could have either won the Rumble or been a back-to-back chamber winner this year, and we could have been set in the money because I told y'all niggas that story wasn't done. They set that match up for WrestleMania this year at Evolution. All she had to do was heal. All she had to do was heal.
yeah,
Jade still looked Bianca in her face with a snarled up, you fucking bitch type face. That was loud. And Bianca stood there crying, holding her hand up. The story was still right there in July. Told me to shut the fuck up. So yeah, whatever, niggas. Um, this is something that I wish they just would have surprised us with. It didn't have to be a poster. It didn't have to. I mean, giving us a snippet in a vignette was fine, but y'all could have just let him come out as such. So we're getting Damon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. Y'all didn't have to announce the demon at all. He could have just showed up as such. That would have been a bigger pop than y'all putting it on a fucking poster. But y'all had already had a Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio poster made. Y'all already had a poster made. Why did we need a demon poster? After Monday Night Raw, he could have just fucking showed up at Mania as such. But y'all hate fun and surprises. Y'all like Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll. You know, that's what y'all like.
Yeah. Finn wins. I have nothing to say about this,
That's it.
like at all.
100%. And y'all fix what y'all broke. And what was that, 39? Against Edge?
Oh yeah. Woof.
Y'all fixed the Demons Mania moment. And I'm not fucking playing with y'all. Because even Edge wanted Finn to go over. And y'all was like, nah. Fuck niggas. Anyway. Into long time. First of all, why the fuck are both the men's mid-card titles on the same night? Who did this?
Paul.
United States Championship. Trick Willie versus Sami Zayn. No Carmelo Hayes. Whoop that trick. That's it. I don't even want to talk. I don't want to talk about it. That's it. Sammy should not be champion. And then they're talking about a double turn. Do not turn Trick face.
Oh,
Y'all
I'm
are
a
gonna
double
ruin
turn to
it.
show off.
Y'all going to ruin him immediately. Do not do it. First of all, regardless if Trick is face or heel, he's going to be over. He was over in NXT as both. He's never gotten booed for real. But you don't need to turn him face. That doesn't make any sense. Leave him alone. Next.
It could all have been so simple. You could just did a fatal 4-way. Just trick Sam.
Oh, sorry.
What are you singing?
You said it all
Oh,
be so simple, so I started singing.
oh. You really just could have done Trick, Sammy, Mello, Ilya for U.S. Championship, or Mello could have just kept the damn belt in the first place, right?
These niggas
Right?
have history.
Yeah. And then, but thing is, as they're showing you with the Cody and Randy thing, when superstars have history, they throw a celebrity in there, and they have
This
Lil Yachty, but it's like, bro, Mello and Trick was right there,
y'all
or
sent,
you need.
y'all sent Mello all around the fucking globe with that title, and then looked him in his face and said, "You're not going to Mania for the second year in a row." I'm gonna throw
Why?
up. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up.
To do a pointless Sami Zayn heel turn. Breaking news: niggas don't care about Sami Zayn anymore. You know why niggas don't care about Sami Zayn anymore? It's not because of Sami Zayn. It really isn't. It's because this company has found a way to turn one of the most beloved baby faces to other people, not me personally, but to other people, into a person who's getting go away heat. Sami Zayn got one of the biggest pops I've ever heard in my life when he hit Roman Reigns in the back with that steel chair at the Royal Rumble. That shit, I was nowhere near that arena, and that was one of the loudest pops I heard in my life. You turn that man who they wanted to beat Roman Reigns at a point. You turn that guy into whatever he was on Friday, where people were out there booing the hell out of him. Now he has go. He's not. He doesn't have heel heat. He doesn't have good. He's not even a fucking heel. He has go away heat, which means they don't want him as champion and they don't want to hear him talk. Lil Yachty and Trick Williams are doing a lot better with just being what they are than what Sami Zayn is. Sami Zayn go out there with the mic. Oh, I still love you guys. Boo. I'm gonna do boo. It was ridiculous. It hurt me. I've never been a big Sami Zayn guy, but it really disturbed me that this guy has been, literally one of the always going to be an excellent wrestler. Always one of the best wrestlers in the entire world, if you like him or not. But character-wise, Triple H has done nothing for this man long term for his character. This man saved the bloodline from becoming boring.
I feel like he's still stuck at the Sami Zayn that came into NXT, but on the main roster.
He's been that for years. You're kind of right, because he's been they just keep doing the underdog thing. And you gave him a little bit of character development in the bloodline. He saved that storyline from being completely redundant and boring. And then as soon as that ended, you went right back to square one. And now Sami Zayn has no redeemable qualities about his character. So now he's the point where he's trying to be nice, but everyone hates him.
I'm just not understanding why they just didn't put him in the main title, conversation.
Because they know Sami Zayn was never going to be a world champion.
We were going there. He was right there. He should have turned on Cody in those several backstage segments where he was fighting cups.
Water bottles, slapping shit.
Stuff like that. But here we are. Trick Williams will be the United States champion, and then we're going into Backlash against Carmelo Hayes. We're going to revive that feud, and that started yesterday on Friday Night SmackDown.
Matt Cardona was just in that was the funniest segment of that entire night.
I didn't see it. I heard it in my ear, but I didn't see it with my eyes. All I know is that Mello said something about Yachty having a gingerbread on his shirt, and that shit made me chuckle while I was ringing out a customer.
Yeah, Yachty is. I really wish he wasn't there, but he's not being the most egregious thing. So I mean,
but I did see he interfered in the match a little bit yesterday too.
Yeah, Sammy gave him a big Huluva kick. He sold it pretty well.
I didn't see that. I saw him pulling Cardona's neck on the ropes. That's what I saw.
Oh,
that's what I saw.
Yachty's not hurting anything at the moment. He's not Pat McAfee or Jelly Roll level. So I mean, I guess he's all right. But it's just
And he told y'all to shut the fuck up. This is his moment. He deserves to be there because. He be at all the shows and shit. That's what he said. He said, "Shut your bitch ass up because you broke." That's what he said. And everybody on Twitter said, well, I watched too, so I deserve to be in the ring too. So that was
if that's what we're doing, we all deserve to be in the ring at some point. Let's all go at once.
I don't think so. Did this picture right here behind me with Piper Niven and Tegan Knox. They said that shit to me, and I told them to leave him the fuck alone. It wasn't happening. So he got that.
Well, you can stay home. I've been waiting to slap this shit out of Roman Reigns.
That's who you going after immediately?
Yes. Absolutely.
So you get 2 free matches on Sunday as well with ESPN2 because he's lost his fucking mind.
Shit.
And one of these matches is supposed to be the opening match. However, with the way that this is listed, it may not be. So we have Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. And they've been building to that since the Rumble in Saudi. Did you know that fun fact, Brock forced himself to be eliminated in the Rumble during Jey Uso's thing? There was fan footage that came out of him telling Cody and Knight to run the spot right then and there. He was gassed. So imagine what the fuck is gonna happen. happened to him in the ring with a 20-something-year-old.
Man, let me tell
He
you
was
something.
gassed in the Rumble and was only in that bitch for 2.2 seconds.
Them roids wearing off. I could tell by his legs. He big up top. Up top, he's still Brock Lesnar. Down low, nigga look like Matt Damon. That shit was ass. His leg, my legs are
So
bigger than his legs.
I wanna go back to Survivor Series because I think that was like his first like big match after the squash match with Cena. I don't remember him doing much in that match. So, he didn't do much in the Rumble either. Now he's gonna have a singles match against Oba fucking Femi, who's literally in his prime, like right now. I will probably haven't even reached his prime yet, and that's and that's a
Oh,
third. You're about to have a 30-minute match
oh, oh,
again with a
oh,
20 something
oh,
taller than you,
oh.
about big as you, but it's natural.
Big black man ready to whoop your ass.
I don't think
Oh
I don't
fuck.
think Brock can politic his way through this match. He gonna have to put Oba over.
I
He gonna
really
have
hope
to.
so.
He's
And
gonna
that
have to.
this is gonna ruin my entire perception. Like if Brock loses, I don't care about what happens the rest of the WrestleMania. My mood is gonna be ruined for the rest of the night.
The good thing is this match is on Sunday, so
That's what I'm saying. As soon as that match comes on, if Brock finds a way to win, I don't care what happens on that set. I
got
don't
around
care.
30. So you know,
Eh, Bro, Obafemi has to win. That's it. There should be no conversation about Brock winning. I don't give a damn. He's about to retire. Leave quicker then. Give a fuck, nigga. Obafemi needs to win this. I don't care if it's a squash. I don't care if it's a brawl. I don't care if it's a long, drawn out thing. I don't care what it is. Obafemi 1, 2, 3. Simple. However, we can get to that point, like beyond a roll up, because both of them are too big to be rolling anybody the fuck up.
I don't
But
see that at all.
yeah, but Obafemi wins. However you want to get there, I don't care if you want Oba to get F5 57 times. I don't care.
No one still hasn't told me what FAF5 means yet. Fuck around in F5, like that doesn't make any sense. But continue.
The WWE will find a term 10 years later and they'll be like, oh, let's put this on all our shirts. Let's just keep saying it. Paul Heyman said that and he thought that he was like prime Jay-Z. He stood back like he's dropped the hardest bar of 2026. I'm like, nigga, shut up.
Somebody told me that shirt was hard and almost cussed him out.
Yeah, hard to look at. That shit is ass. They gave one to Jacob too. That shit said F1, F round and Fatu or some shit. I was like, the fuck?
So his
Yo.
shirt existed before Brock's shirt, and it said Fatu, and then the top part said F around, and then I forgot what the TU stand for, but he always had that shirt. That's always been part of his
Try
merch.
us. I think it said try us.
Okay, but that's always that's always please the Fatus, nigga. What you talking about?
The Fatu, he's not even with him no more. How he
But
walking
that
out? It's us as one nigga.
but he's a Fatu, so that means Solo. That means, do you know the ones with the last name?
Wait, so he's
Jimmy
repping the
J.
people he's not a
He
part of anymore?
he was never with the twins, but that's their last name too.
Yeah, but how you got a shirt on? You're not in the stable, and your shirt says us on it, but it's one nigga.
But he's a Fatu. He's talking about the
I'm
family. Like
aware, but
he's
he's
talking about
not in the
he's talking about
stable.
the Samoan dynasty, like as a whole.
That's so stupid.
Don't make me explain anything else to you again. So
No,
Obafemi,
it's stupid. I was trying to figure out a reason. That's stupid.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar, yeah, Obafemi's going to win, and he better win. If you guys haven't noticed, this is our prediction episode. Hee.
I want Brock
So
to F5 Oba and Oba like get up and just roar at him. I would take my pants off.
get up and laugh. I think getting up and giggling would be a lot better, in my
If he
opinion.
F5s him and then Oba just
I again personally, I
gets
would
up.
laugh. You know,
Oh, and then throws him up in the air, leaves him up there. 1, 2, 3. We go home. Like, come on, man.
So the Intercontinental Championship once again has a ladder match. And what was supposed to be Penta versus Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, and Rusev now includes Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio could be facing Gunther. However, I also understand saying like a hard no because he definitely wants his son to retire him on Mexican soil. So Rey Mysterio's last match will most likely be in AAA. So um you got this match is mad ethnic. Um Rusev sticks out like a sore thumb in this match. Because where the fuck did he come from to just get a random WrestleMania moment? That doesn't make any sense to me. They
Main
told
event
us
apparently.
that's what I was about to say. They told us main event, but um
Nobody was watching main event, bro.
I'm not going on YouTube on a random Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, whenever the fuck y'all post that shit to see the qualifying matches. I see the cards on Twitter and just be like, oh, they posted main event because they're
Like
on
top three
YouTube now.
most pointless shows in wrestling
But
history. There's no point
but
of
the
that
thing
show.
is, like, main event used to like be something. Like one of my
Yeah,
favorite,
first
like
month.
one of my favorite moments, like not I don't want to say history, but like in recent history, like one of my favorite like funny moments happened on main event. It was like the Usos and Stardust and Goldust, and they were doing like trivia, and niggas was like, the word was nasty. And niggas had to guess what the word was. And niggas said JBL's mom is disgusting. Like, and JBL was standing there, like that's probably like one of my like that's one of my favorite moments ever. Like niggas was like, oh, you don't like my chicken, like shit like that, like little funny stuff. You feel me? But like now it's just it's just technically main event is dark matches before the shows start. They just record them and post them. Like dark matches like essentially don't happen after the shows anymore. Everything is before the show because y'all have made everything too damn long. So,
Exactly.
you know. Um so, you know, Javon, just don't kill yourself um on these ladders jumping off of stuff. Um JD McDonough's going to be in the ring with a illegal weapon that is his head. Um Again, I don't understand why Rusev is here. He hasn't been in the Intercontinental title scene, so I'm not understanding why he's just thrown into a WrestleMania match. It really doesn't make any sense. Penta, we're here again, year 2, but now you're the champion. Do something crazy. Last year, I didn't see where he did anything crazy last year. Let's fix that. So you can retain, because I don't think any of these men are gonna be walking out with it. He just got the belt. I'm just saying. Um, Uncle Ray Ray, and Dragon Lee. I don't know why they keep playing in your face, but here we are. So
I would give the belt to Javon because I mean, Penta's not doing anything with it, and hopefully, if they get the belt to Javon, they can like
I had the
start.
belt for a moment.
I don't care. I do not care. Penta's not doing a damn thing with that belt but open challenges. He has no reason to have the belt. Realistically, Finn and Dom should be fighting over that belt. Penta shouldn't have won the belt in the first damn place. It was just Triple H realized that he hadn't had a championship change in a few weeks, and he got all flustered. And he said, "All right, let's just put the belt on Penta," and that's what they did. Penta shouldn't even have it right now, but he does. So that's what it is. But yeah, um, just give it to Javon, and hopefully he'll be able to do something worthwhile with it. That's how I feel, and I think the crowd will react very well. I think he's going to be the fan favorite in this match, and if he does win, he'll get a very good reaction, kind of similar to the way Dom got a big reaction when he won the belt last year.
I fucking threw everything in my bedroom. That shit was amazing.
So, and this time it will be an actual face getting a face reaction, not a heel getting a face reaction. So it'll make a little more, logical sense. But I would put Javon over, absolutely.
Well, that is our WrestleMania predictions for 2026, WrestleMania 42. Actually, WrestleMania 42 would have actually been today and tomorrow had they actually gone through with what the fuck they were supposed to go through with, and everyone would be in New Orleans. I seen a couple people pop some jokes today about being at the Superdome, and was like, where's the WrestleMania crowd? Which I think is kind of funny. I think that WrestleMania would have been sold out by now had they gone to New Orleans. I think that is everyone's like favorite place for WrestleMania to be, with the surrounding, things in the city and stuff like that. Um, it was a big mistake for them to go back to Vegas. They TKO saw dollar signs. They saw that their headquarters, uh, got made a lot of bread, and they were just like, let's run it back. But they also forgot that they had this man right here who's behind me. His last WrestleMania is what drew so much bread to the city um last year. And y'all claim there was supposed to be some kind of construction that was going on at the Superdome. Don't believe that to be true. Because y'all are still having money in the bank at the Superdome this year in August after SummerSlam. Cause that makes sense, so y'all got it. We'll talk to you guys next week. Post Mania. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. You have anything else you want to say?
How many celebrities you think are going to be there? Over, under, 5? Let's take in all bets.
Take any bets. I want to take a bet. It's 1 a.m.
Uh, it's good. I'm gonna just say over 10. I'm gonna just say over 10. You feel me? If y'all enjoyed the show, please show your enjoyment, leaving all kind of positive feedback or negative feedback wherever you are listening to this too. Stay safe, drink water, praise God, and we will see you next time on the show. Y'all be safe out there.